Hello, my friends, and welcome back. A plus-size passenger recently got stuck in a first-class seat for 3 hours and had to be pried out by emergency services. Today, we're going to be reading about that as well as taking a look at the 6th installment of what I like to call the Fattest Friday, where we take a look at various responses to this.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
So as usual, I'm combining one random story with the Fattest Friday. We've got some good stories today, so be sure to stick around until the end. Please subscribe to the channel and help me get to 50,000. Also, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. This article is from The Sun. Tubby BA passenger gets stuck in first-class seat for 3 hours before being lifted out by hoist. Tubby passenger? Keeping it classy as always, The Sun. A Tubby air passenger got wedged in his first-class seat for 3 hours after landing. Yes, you mentioned that he was Tubby, The Sun. Thank you for that, I guess. The man realized that he could not budge following a 6.5-hour flight. Is this a picture of the actual seat? Dude, what is wrong with that seat? Why is the seat shaped like that? I could see people getting wedged into that seat. What the heck? So this man got stuck in our wedge-shaped seat. I don't know why. He got wedged into our wedge-shaped seat and could not get out. It's very bizarre. I'm not blaming the airline, by the way, but the shape of that seat is like... It looks like it could really lock you in there if that's an actual picture of it. I'm guessing The Sun is some kind of tabloid or something based on the way this is worded, right? Tubby passenger couldn't get his fat butt off of the plane, idiot. Okay, was the tubby part really necessary? British Airways crew members could not shift him either. Emergency services had to be called and a door taken out of the cabin so that the traveler could be freed using a hoist. What? How the heck could you get in there but not get out without the assistance of all this equipment and stuff? How the heck did you get wedged in there? How did this guy get wedged in there so hard, dude? Like, he must have had to work to get into this seat if it was that hard to get him out, right? Like, he goes to get in, he's just like, oh crap, this isn't working. He's just like, he like starts burrowing into the seat like a freaking mole. Like, what the hell? What's happening, bro? He's like, I can't get into this seat. He's like, just give me a few minutes. Looking like a bear scratching his back against a tree, bro. Using a hoist. A hoist. How often do you hear the term hoist? A British Airways insider said the passenger was mortified. It's astonishing because the seats are the most spacious available. Those were our biggest seats, bruv. We gave you the largest, most luxurious first-class seat, and you got wedged into it. What's going on? It was as embarrassing as it can get for him, especially when a door in the cabin had to be removed. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that was the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to that person in their entire life, and nothing more embarrassing is ever going to happen to them ever again. I'm just going to say that right now. Like, dude, can you imagine? You got stuck in the seat and they had to hoist you out. They had to remove a door. Oh no, man. Oh God, how do you live that down? Oh my God. Hey, there's that guy that had to be hoisted out of the plane. That's rough. It sounded funny, but actually people felt sorry for him. I would. I wouldn't be pointing and laughing. Honestly, dude, I would feel bad for this guy. It was abject humiliation in front of hundreds of disbelieving passengers, I bet. Crew members did all they could to calm the man. The flyer was on a plane from Nigeria to Heathrow in seat 1A, traditionally the most desirable spot on the plane. Alright, what was his name and address? You told us his plane, you told us where he departed from, where he was going. We're practically there, just give us his name. He had enjoyed gourmet food and wine as he lounged in his 7,000-pound suite at 30,000 feet. Okay, well, you know, I never even thought of that. He enjoyed gourmet food and wine during this 6.5-hour flight. So, perhaps he grew while he was in the seat, and then he could not get out. This is a thing. It has to be. This has to be. I can't think of anything else, right? He went in there weighing 258 pounds, and he could barely wedge into that seat. And then he started eating. Maybe he got up to 263 pounds. just enough to where he, oh, wait a minute. What the heck? Like, he's like, uh-oh, one bite too many. He's trying to get up. He's like, oh, crap. How do I undo that last bite? Crap. Ugh. One bite too many. Shit. I shouldn't have had that glass of wine. Damn. The drama began after the plane landed just before 5 a.m. on Saturday. An engineering note seen by The Sun said a volumetric passenger is stuck in seat 1A. A volumetric passenger. I love that. That is how I'm going to start referring to larger people from now on. A volumetric person. They do have extra volume. That is brilliant. I love that. That's like something I saw the other day that referred to somebody as a high-calorie human. The plan is to remove the suite door and use a hoist to eject him from the seat. It really was a suite? Oh, wow. I want to fly first class. Okay, so that was crazy. I didn't know you could have like a full-on suite up there in the sky. That's pretty cool. Unless you eat yourself stuck into the seat like that guy did. And now, my good sirs and madams, we are going to carry on by taking a look at the Fattest Friday.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
So, let's start off with some credentials. Yeah, that's my fat ass
Alright, his story checks out.
right there. So, I used to work at a restaurant called Diced, whatever. If we would mess up on a customer's order, they'd throw the order inside of the trash can.
Alright, I don't like where this is going already, dude.
Okay, I would purposefully take out the trash on a daily basis, open the trash bag, take the thing out, hide it in the back of the store. Once I left, go around, eat it after everyone's shift ended, and yeah.
Okay, so there was a lot of steps to this. So when people's orders would get messed up, it would get thrown in the trash. He would take these orders and hide them somewhere in the back so that at the end of the day, he could go there and retrieve the food and take it home and eat it. Multiple steps to this and a lot of work. It was premeditated. This is premeditated obese behavior. If we were in a courtroom setting, you would get extra time for that.
That's what I did. At the same time, I was dead broke, living on some guy's couch.
Hey, you know what? This ain't a fat story then. You were living on a guy's couch. You were trying to figure out how to eat. Like, this is a I needed to survive story, dude. Honestly, the second he said he was living on some dude's couch and broke, this changed into a how I survived story. I think we've all got a couple how I survived stories that are not exactly pretty. Surviving isn't always pretty, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. I give that about a 2 out of 10 on my Chunkometer, which is my new scoring system that I'm using to score these. A 10 out of 10 on the Chunkometer is the fattest thing that I've ever heard of. A 1 out of 10 is like, whatever, mildly egregious. This is like a 2, dude. You were just trying to live.
I am not 30-something years old. I just went through some shit. But, I'm 22, by the way. Yeah,
You're 22 now, or you were 22 when this happened?
that's the fattest shit I ever done. And yeah, thanks for...
Eating various food dishes out of the garbage could be seen as a little fat by the average person, sure.
letting me share. Peace out, guys.
Alright, man, like I said, that was more of a survival story than a fat story, so you get a 2 out of 10. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
Oh, I did not realize so many people would relate to my last video of being
Oh yeah, we saw a video from this guy before. He's made another one. His last video did so well, he's made a part 2 for us. Alright, let's go, sir.
a fatty. I've got plenty more stories.
Wait, did you just call me a fatty?
Relate to my last video of being a fatty.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I've got plenty more stories. So I used to order food off, I still order food off Uber Eats, and it looks like it's for like a family of 4. You always feel such shame when you open the bag and there's 4 sets of cutlery and you're like, oh, I only need 1.
If you had any balls, you would take all those extra sets of cutlery back to the restaurant and be like, actually, I only need 1 of these. Give them all back to them. And then they look at you all crazy and you just look at them right in the eye and you're like, yeah, that's what I said. And then you just walk right out. It's all for me. This is all for me, dude. I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is literally all for me. Take all that excess cutlery back, dude. I only need 1. Do that one time.
But when the Uber driver would hand me the 2 bags of food, right, you'd hear a knock at the door and I was like, guys, dinner's here, everyone, dinner's here, thank
We're fabricating more families and stuff.
you. Oh my God, thank you.
Keep it down in there, Jimmy. I know that you ordered a lot of this food that I just got, but just hang on a second. I'll give it to you and then you will eat it. Person who is other than me. And Susan back there, you keep it down. I'll have your food soon.
Thanks so much, guys. Up to the table. Dinner's here. Dinner's here. I don't live with anyone.
Guys, keep it down. The Uber Eats driver is here. Damn. Don't worry, I'm gonna get all this food for all of us. All of us in here, we're all gonna eat this. Susan, Billy, Jim, Betty. That reminds me of that scene from Home Alone where Macaulay Culkin like put on all that music and stuff and had all these mannequins hooked up to strings and had them dancing and stuff. So when the burglars looked in the window, they would see the silhouettes of all these people dancing around and stuff and think that all these people were home. It'd be funny if you went to that length. He basically did. He's like talking to people that aren't there. He's like, keep it down in there. Guys, don't worry. You'll get your food. Calm down. Your debauchery knows no limits, sir. I respect that. I think this is very similar to the last story as well. This dude is always fabricating families that don't exist to justify eating family-sized portions. I took my imaginary friend to the Cheesecake Factory. Don't worry, I ate all the food for him.
Just wanted him to think that I had a huge family.
Dude, I guarantee you it's not fooling him. I guarantee you this dude is like, oh my god, this guy again. Oh, this is so awkward. Every time I deliver his food, he pretends that he has a giant family. I can tell that he's the only one that lives in that house. It's really sad.
I was ordering a family.
Dude, I keep delivering all this food to this one guy, like enough food for several people, and he feels so bad about it that he keeps fabricating an entire family. Dude, it's really sad. He clearly lives alone. There's one car in the parking lot, sir. I've driven by your house during the day before. You're clearly the only one living there. I had to know if this food was really for multiple people, so a couple of times when I was on my personal time, I drove by the guy's house, and he clearly is the only one that lives there, man. It's really sad. I sent him a Christmas card last Christmas anonymously, dude. I'm not trying to dunk on that guy, dude, but oh my god. Those never get old to me, the one where they fabricate a family. I love that. Yeah, I know it's a lot of food. I got all these wife and kids all over the place, I know. Keep it down in there. Oh, these darn kids, the babies over there crying and whatnot. Honey, I love you. Oh, I love you too, sweetie. Yeah, all these damn kids and family, wife and crap. Yeah, let me get 4 buckets. Okay, that last guy, fabricating a family and this and that to justify ordering more food. That's pretty fat, I guess. I give that a 6 out of 10 on my chunkometer. Next.
Tell me the story of the fattest thing you ever did.
Alright, so here are my credentials.
Alright, his story checks out. For some reason, the dudes often need to prove that they were formerly fat. They're like, here's a picture of me back when I was fat. And then I'm like, his story checks out. I guess that's a guy thing. We always have to prove everything to each other. I'm like, wait a minute, were you actually ever fat? And then he's like, here's a picture of me. I'm like, okay. Alright, his story checks out. Please proceed.
And here's this photo too. One time when I was super young, I would sneak candy into my room past my parents every single day. And anybody with common sense would throw the candy wrapper away in the trash can.
Actually, I think you would be surprised how many kids just throw it like under their bed or somewhere really stupid that's gonna catch up with them very shortly. Kids are dumb, dude.
I didn't do that. Over the course of like a couple months, I was throwing the candy wrappers away on the side of my bed.
It's just piling up. I imagine your bed slowly pushing further and further away from the wall as the layer of candy wrappers increases, right? He's like, the bed used to be right up against the wall, but after a couple months went by, I was out about 6 inches just from the layer of candy wrappers pushing the bed out. Man, you could really wedge them in there. But yes, kids are stupid and they don't think anything through. You're like, yeah, I'll just put this right here. Nothing will ever become of that. That takes care of that for the rest of time. As a kid, you think that under your bed is some kind of black hole where you can hide anything and everything and your parents will never find it. Nobody will ever find. What? That was under my bed? How did you find that? I pushed it all the way to the back, dude. What?
Because of course my bed was butted up against the side of the wall.
Yeah, it used to be.
One time my dad came in to help rearrange my room.
Uh-oh.
And we had to move my bed.
and you didn't see any of this coming beforehand. He's like, hey, son, so I'll be in your room later to help you move that bed. And you're just like, okay, Pops. And you go on with your life. Dude, if you're going to engage in degenerate and or criminal behavior, you got to be a little smarter than that. You got to think ahead, man. You should know the look in your dad's eye when he comes into your room and he's going to rearrange anything, right? You should be tuned in to your dad enough just to see that look in his eye. He comes in, he's like... You're like, oh, shit. That's the look of rearranging things, dude. We all know that look in a dad's eye. He's like, oh, shit, I better hide all the evidence immediately. I saw that look in his eye, dude. He's going to be back in here in 10 minutes and start moving crap around. I feel like you had enough warning to move things ahead of time, but you didn't.
When we moved the bed away from the wall, there was a mountain of candy wrappers that fell onto the floor.
It just comes piling down.
My dad was shocked.
He's like, son, what is this avalanche of candy wrappers? Reese's and Rolo wrappers and Snickers everywhere.
And guess what I said? I don't know how those got there.
The most brilliant retort ever. Son, what the hell? What are all these candy wrappers? What have you been doing in here? Just eating a crap ton of candy every single freaking day? What the hell? I don't know how any of that got in there. I don't know. What? What the hell do you mean, I don't know? This is literally wedged between your bed and the wall. You are the only person that could have done this. You clearly put all of those there. What? No, I don't know how any of that got there. I love how dumb we are as kids, right? We're just like, I don't know what happened. I think that somebody else did it. I think somebody framed me, actually. Somebody probably broke in here and framed me. Okay, I'll take it from that look on your face that he didn't buy the story. Okay, on the chunkometer, I give that last story a... give it about a 5 out of 10. When you're a kid and candy is involved, that automatically is not that much of a chunky story or whatever. You're a kid and you're eating candy. Every single kid has a problem with candy. So that automatically makes it not that fat. The best, fattest thing I ever did stories are the ones that happen when you're an adult. You are fully cognizant of the world and what is happening in it, and you chose to do wrong. Those are the most egregious. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache comb. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.